Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Hotel Zero channel. Today we have with us Edward.
Oh my god. Oh, never not before. Hi guys. Well, I'm here. It's good to be on the show, man.
Yeah.
Lovely day.
All right, Edward. It's good to have you here. How are you
Thanks.
today?
Dale, it's not been a bad Wednesday. The weather is nice, the sun is out, so I'm feeling pretty optimistic for a Wednesday. And honestly, Wednesdays aren't really my favorite days. To be very honest with you, like it's slap dead in the middle of the week, right? And it's not close enough to weekend to feel excited, and it's not close enough to like the start of the week for you to feel motivated. It's just the middle, like right there, like it's not fun.
What's funny is from what I know about you,
Yeah,
it doesn't really matter what day of the week we are at.
I mean,
even if it's Monday,
fair,
your weekend has already started.
but still, come on, that's
From what I know about you, that's
not necessarily. I mean, like even if it's Monday, you want to get some work done. You want to get some work done every day, of course. But like,
yeah,
I don't know. Wednesday is just very
that's it.
meh to me. It's just
That's it.
like, I mean, no offense if any of you like Wednesdays, but like me, no, not really. It's just right there. Much, you know. Well, yeah. How you doing? I hope you're enjoying your day, though.
Well, I would say I'm fine. If you're seeing a little bit of a frown on my face, it's because I am having a problem. So I'm going to apologize for that.
It shows. You must say that's a classic.
But I will still smile.
Classic smile.
I'm a classic smiler. So you always see a smile on my face.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. There's this friend of mine. I was telling them that I want to buy them a Zara shoe.
Okay.
And they asked me how much it was. And of course, I told them it's roughly £200. And they were like, what's the Naira equivalent? I told them over 200,000, and they said that they do not want the shoe. That they would prefer to give them the money.
Okay.
And they
That's
buy
nice.
several, like 5 or 6 other shoes with that money.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do that. I preferred, I want to give this person the shoe.
Okay.
I like the quality, and the amount is not really what I'm thinking about. But they were of the opinion that I should, give them the money and let them buy several, like more quantity with that amount. What do you think about that?
Look, at the end of the day,
yeah,
it all comes down to one thing. Yeah, money. It all comes down to money. If money is not an issue, yeah, sure, you can spend however much you seem like you want to on whatever product. But I'm of the opinion that when you buy quote unquote a luxury item, right?
Okay.
You're paying more for the brand than anything. Quality is something that can be replicated anyway.
Yeah.
I have bought footwear that were so-called brand recognized, so-called quality, and they did not last as much as footwear that I had gotten from places that, will necessarily be seen as highbrow or, like I have this slippers. I have this very nice palm that I wear. Right. I've been using this now for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And I got one, shipped it in and everything. I used it for barely 7 months. I started failing on me. I mean, like you can say user error, but like I don't know how you can wrongly use slippers. I remember one of the first gifts I got for a relative of mine at the time. Another aunt.
Yeah.
She was using this throwaway button phones, right?
Yeah.
And at the time, something had gone wrong. So I think I had misplaced or something. It got stolen. And to get her a new one, I got her like her first Android phone, and I told her how much the phone was, and it was a whole thing. The phone wasn't necessarily that expensive, and it was a whole thing. She was angry, like, how could you spend this much on a phone? Like, how would you do something like that? Like, it's so irresponsible. And I'm like, it's fine, I can afford it, But you give if you were to give, for example, someone who typically doesn't have access to the value of a specific commodity, like you said, you wanted to give someone £200 of shoe, but that person doesn't have £200 of food, for example, the person wouldn't necessarily see it as a gift. The person would see it as a money. It all comes down to, your scale of preference. Scale of preference. Someone who casually, drives around in big cars, uses the latest phones, wear the most trendy outfits, wouldn't see £200 worth of shoe as, no, it's nothing. It's no big deal, right? But someone who barely lives check to check, you know, um, like struggles to get a decent meal, struggles to take themselves out. You give the person £200 worth of shoe, the person would be like, why didn't you just give me the money? Or why didn't you just buy something cheaper? Or why didn't you just buy more of the same thing, right? Let's say you wanted to get a person sneakers, or even if it's a dress shoe. You can get quality dress shoes for relatively cheaper, like significantly cheaper than £200.
Yeah.
So it all comes down to like the mindset of the person.
Okay.
Yeah, it all comes down to the mindset of the person. Like this same aunt I was talking about, she's the kind of person that even till now, I'm lucky enough to be in a position whereby occasionally, I'm not like full on supporting her or anything, but occasionally I'm able to like send money back and stuff like that. But till now, whenever she comes visiting, she's the kind of person who would fight you. She would fight you to the ground for 15 hours. She would fight you. She comes down from like a bike or something, and let's say her change is supposed to be. She will fight you to the ground for that 15 hours till today. She's just that kind of person, and that kind of I imagine if you were to give her shoes of £200, she would be so mad because like why would you do that to her? It seems like a waste of money. That's why I prefixed my whole conversation with it depends on the amount of money you have.
Right.
Like giving all the money in the world, like obviously you wouldn't care like what was £200. You don't see it as significant. Or someone who that doesn't necessarily have that amount, wouldn't like their designer pens, their designer watches. Imagine someone were to hand you like a designer watch worth of, I don't know, $10 million.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't, yeah, it's a cool watch, but really, you couldn't just give me the money. You understand?
That would not be my angle.
Really?
I would gladly accept like I don't have $10 million.
Yeah.
Well, if you give me, I don't have close to $10 million. But if you give me a $10 million watch,
Yeah.
I would appreciate it. I would wear it. I would not sell it and say, oh, I'm going to get maybe $10 million cash
Really?
for that watch. Yeah.
I mean, like it's a gift. Like it's a gift, right?
Yes.
So I wouldn't say you should like sell it, but like really, someone was to gift you $10 million instead of the person giving you the cash.
I mean,
the person got you
let
me even say like a watch is a bit much. Let's say a ring or something, or just something that wouldn't necessarily you would spend $10 million on. Let's say the person got you like a really expensive fountain pen or something.
Even if it is as simple as a pen, I would not mind. The person is gifting you something. It is the person's choice. If the person wants to give you cash,
yeah,
they would give you cash. Now, if they want to give you a pen, they should be able to give you a pen.
That's mad.
No, the value of what somebody is gifting you should not determine the form of the gift should come in.
Yeah.
It shouldn't determine it. It's different if you're asking, if I ask you for, $10 million and instead of you give me $10 million cash, give me a $10 million gift. Right? It's different. But if I'm gifting you something,
okay,
I think getting angry about how much it costs or the form in which it is coming is a sign of being ungrateful.
I mean, that's fair. You make a very valid point, but I wouldn't necessarily 100% agree with that. For example, you see a homeless person. You see him, tattered clothes, he's hungry, and you gift him a new iPhone.
Okay.
Is that what he needs?
Okay, you know what? Yeah, that sounds absurd.
You give him an iPhone worth like 2 million naira or something.
Yes.
The man has never seen 2,000 naira.
Yes.
He's hungry.
Yes.
The man would appreciate a plate of 700 naira food,
of course,
over 2 million naira.
Yes.
What is he going to do with that?
Yes, of course. Your example, this analogy now is too far-fetched.
Too far-fetched?
Yes, it is too far-fetched.
Do you think?
Yes. If I know that my friend, for example, doesn't have a single pair of shoes, doesn't have clothes, can barely feed himself, and I'm coming to say, I want to give you 200,000 Yeah, sure. That's not necessarily gifting again. That's just me trying to say, oh, I have to show off. I'm trying to show that I can gift you a $200,000. But if this the scenario is this person is doing okay. They have shoes already. They have clothes. They are not okay. They are not dying. They are not suffering. They are not suffering. Okay. They are just okay. I mean, anybody that's just okay can use a bit of money. Right? Of course. Yes, everybody that's just okay can definitely use a bit of money. Mm-hmm. But if not given that money, they will not die. So I am coming here and say, I want to gift you this item, expensive or otherwise. Mm-hmm. I want to gift you this item. If you want it, you say, thank you very much for gifting me this. If you don't, you say, oh, I don't need a shoe. But you don't say, it's too expensive. I can get 10 shoes or I can get 5 shoes with that. Yeah, that's just my opinion. I'm trying to say, if somebody's gifting you something, you shouldn't determine the form in which that gift should come. Well, yes, if you are in dire need of something, mm-hmm. you can say, oh, I actually am low on clothes right now. I have a lot of shoes. Okay. But if you want to give me the shoe, but it's a gift, so you don't typically get to choose your gifts, right? Yeah, you don't typically get to choose your gifts. You can say it in a more, look. You can say it in a better manner. There's nothing, right? Someone who is in need of something, you were to gift that person. Someone, you said in this case, this person is okay. Yeah. The person is not wealthy or anything, but this person is okay. It's okay, yeah. Yeah. There's no way someone who is in need of something and you were to gift them something that doesn't directly, benefit them. Yeah, there's no way they will appreciate it more than a solution to their problem. Let me give you an example, right? I had a friend once, and he was going through some stuff back then in school, just maybe some school food stuff. He didn't really feel like sharing at the time. And at the time, my console at the time had gone bad. Yeah. And I was like, I'm not really doing anything with like the games I had at the time. And I gave him one. This game at the time was almost 100,000 naira. And I just like, hey man, you're my guy. Alpha, I just have this. Like my console is not like really good. He was like, oh, thanks. And in my head, like, you don't want it. I was like, no, it's fine, But like I came later to understand that that doesn't really help him. I don't know if you get what I mean. I mean, obviously it's a gift. It's not always supposed to help. Yes. The person like directly solve a solution. I get the problem, yeah. But like still, there's no way the person would not, whatever solution he was looking for. Yeah. There's no way if I had provided that solution, even if it doesn't have the same monetary value. Yeah. As the game I gave him at the time. Even if it doesn't have the same monetary value, there's no way he wouldn't appreciate that solution more than said game. You understand? Yeah. So it's just necessarily what I mean. Like there's no way someone won't appreciate a solution to whatever problem they are facing over any gift. Yeah. You were to give, I keep on coming back to this homeless person. You were to give him expensive clothes now. You got him a Louis Vuitton jacket, Gucci shoes, he has clothes now, but don't you think the 5 to 7 million you spent on the clothes would have been better as, food, a roof over his head, in this case, it's even the same monetary value, but like, I don't say sentimental. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the word. I think maybe individualistic value of the food and the shelter over his head would matter more than getting him like really designer clothes. Okay. So I think we have points of views now. When you want to gift somebody something, do you meet the person and say, what's going to be of most value to you? Okay. Let me get this for you. Okay. Or do you see, we are walking by, a group of some stores, and you see a really nice dress, and it's expensive, and then you buy it and give it to this person and say, hi, I was walking down the road, I just saw this dress, and I really, really think it's going to look good on you. Okay. Here it is. And the person says, oh, how much did it cost? And you say, oh, it cost 300. And they're like, that's quite expensive. I could have gotten 10 for that. Or I could have gotten something completely different. Now, in this scenario I've given now, that person doesn't sound appreciative. Yes. I did not, if I want to solve your problems as a gift, I would say, oh, I have a lot of money.
Okay.
You know, what are you going through?
Let me solve your problem. Okay.
Are you hungry? Are you,
I mean, like, we're talking about a friend here, right?
Yeah, so a gift is just, let's actually check the definition of a gift and let's see if,
we're talking about a friend here. Like, if I was going through some stuff, right? If I was hungry, God forbid, if I was hungry, if I was, homeless, or if I was struggling like to make up rent, I wouldn't need to tell you. No, we're not talking about some random stranger on the street that what is your problem? Let me solve it for you.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let me give you another example. I had a friend and she was staying in an area where the lights wasn't too good. Yeah, the power supply wasn't too good, and she was always complaining about like her phone dying and stuff.
Yeah.
And like you made the example of like getting a dress for someone.
Yeah.
In that instance, I got her a power bank.
Yeah.
I got her a power bank, and I'm 100% certain she appreciated that power bank more than any dress I would have possibly gotten her.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So I just said, if you're gifting someone a meaningful gift, yeah, it's different when you just want to get someone something. If you want to get someone something, yeah, sure, you can. You'd be like, okay, yeah, I saw this. It made me think of you.
Yeah.
I got you this, Or hey, man, I saw this really nice wristwatch. Have this. Or man, I have these like cool sneakers, but they're not my size, but they are yours.
Yeah.
Let me get that for you. That kind of thing. But when you want to get someone a meaningful gift, something that would mean something to that person, that's when you actually have to put in actual thoughts. Like I was once in a relationship with someone, and no matter what you get them, yeah, they'll be fine with it. They'll appreciate it. You get them dresses, you get them wigs, bags, whatever. What she loves most is cake. You get her a cupcake, yeah, like no joke. You get her like a 200 naira cupcake, she would be the most excited person you've ever seen. You get her a dress, obviously she's happy. It's like, oh, thank you, like it's really, really nice, But you get her a cupcake, just like. It doesn't have to be like anything fancy, just a little cupcake, and she's jumping, she's all giddy, she's eating it, she's dancing, So a meaningful gift. There's like there's actual effort that has to go into a meaningful gift. A gift worthwhile. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So for a gift to actually for a gift to be meaningful,
yeah,
it needs to come from a place of value for that person, not from you.
Yes.
Okay. So I like the example of the power bank.
Yeah.
That's a gift. That's a very good gift.
That's a gift.
Yes, that's right. The person needed something, and you're in a position to get it for the person, and then you decided to present that to the person.
Of course, that's a gift. Yes, that's how you give at least a meaningful gift. Like gifts can be meaningless, I guess. But
so would you say in this example now, this situation that I told you about, buying the shoe for the person, would you say it's a meaningless gift? Because the person, would appreciate something else more.
The person could. The person could appreciate something more.
Appreciate something else more.
Like I said, I was giving the example of a girl I once dated, and with the cake and stuff, like I would get her like dresses and stuff, and yeah, of course, she'd be very happy. She'd be very appreciative and stuff like that, right? But like, it's the simple thing that, she loves. She wasn't necessarily like in any sort of need or help or something, right? But the simple thoughts or meaningful thought of, oh yeah, this is something this person loves, So going back to your example of the shoe, right? Like, I don't know this person, obviously. I don't know this person. So you know the person better. You know the person's needs and desires. So imagine the person was, I don't know, complaining about having sleepless nights because of a bad mattress. Get the person a new mattress.
I mean, my scenario, I didn't, say I know this person's problems.
Okay, you don't know this person's problems.
Yeah. If I know you need a power bank, obviously I'll buy you a power bank and a shoe.
Yeah.
Yes. If I know you don't have shoes, I'll buy you 5 cheaper shoes than one expensive shoe.
Exactly.
Yes. But now I do not know.
Okay.
I see something and I like it for you, and I want to get it for you.
Yeah.
Is it okay for someone to say, I don't want this gift, I want something else?
I don't think it's okay in any instance. I don't think it's okay in any instance that someone gets you a gift and you complain.
Yeah.
I don't think it's okay in any instance, except maybe that gift somehow directly deteriorates your life.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
But if it's not directly harmful to you, I don't think it's ever good in any instance for someone to go out of their way to get you something, regardless of how small or how expensive, and for you to directly complain.
Yeah.
Yes, it might not directly solve an issue you have. Yeah, but to be like, oh, this is bad, or I don't want this, take it back.
Yeah.
You know, that's not good. You know, like we're talking about the 10 million watch, right?
Yeah.
If someone were to give me a 10 million watch, I would have a 10 million watch. Obviously I would have preferred 10 mil in the bank, but like, you know, I would just have the watch. I wouldn't be like, oh, why did you get me a watch instead of giving me the straight cash?
Yeah.
You know, regardless, I don't think in any instance it's ever okay for someone to like outwardly complain. Yeah, obviously you can have your grievances in your mind and be like, okay.
There shouldn't be a grievance in the first place. A gift is coming from a good place. If a gift is coming from a good place, there shouldn't be grievances. Like there should only be acceptance and appreciation.
I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair.
I think it's really fair.
I don't think that's fair. Like,
would you say the person is better off not getting a gift at all than not getting a gift at all and just being on their own, or coming to gift somebody and you're saying that the act of gifting that person
what if the person doesn't like
that is of absolutely no value or no pressing value to the person would antagonize the person?
Like, that's unfair. Because think about it now, like you can't be like, oh, no matter what I get you, you have to like it. You know, I would say it is polite. It is just proper human nature. If someone goes out of their way to get you a gift, thank you. You know, just show a little bit of appreciation, right?
Yeah.
But you can't just be like, oh, yeah, they should be happy now, no matter what I get them. That is a bit unfair on your part, don't you think?
I'm not forcing them to be happy about getting a gift.
Yeah.
I'm not forcing anything. I'm just trying to say that irrespective of the kind of gifts I give you, you should be appreciative. You don't have to be happy about it. You don't have to say thank you for this or thank you for that. So what I'm simply saying is this: if you want to gift me a $10 million watch, if anybody out there wants to gift me a $10 million watch, I'll drop my address in the link in the description.
I will not be dropping my address in the description. I'll be dropping my account number. I want the money.
If you want to gift me a $10 million watch, I would happily accept a $10 million watch. I could do better things with that money, yes, but I would also appreciate your gift very, very much. That is basically what I'm saying. So it doesn't matter if the person could have done something of more value to you. Yes, when gifting somebody, you should think, what value will this gift give to the person? But if the person doesn't hit the nail in the head, if the person doesn't give you what's going to give you utmost value, you still show your appreciation. That's just the point I'm trying to say. You still show your utmost appreciation. I mean, you don't complain that, I could have gotten this instead of this. I mean, you could subtly, later get to tell the person that I'm going through this or I'm going through that.
Yeah.
Instead of getting me, and instead of wearing an expensive shoe.
Yeah.
My problem is that, I'm trying to get the laptop to learn a skill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't know that. What I know is I saw a fine shoe, I liked it, and I want to buy it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, very simple. If I want to know your problem, what you want most, I would ask you, what do you want most before I get it for you?
Yeah, like a wish or something.
Yes, and if I want to gift you something, if anybody wants to gift somebody something, they don't always have to ask.
Yeah,
what do you want most? Yeah,
that's fair. But like it goes back to what I was saying. Like a meaningful gift. Yes, you can get someone any gift. A gift can be anything, right? A gift can be, here's this pen. It could be a very nice notebook. And I knew someone who, she was really like into like sketching and stuff, So like that notebook would have been more valuable. Hold on. I know, I get it. No matter what you get someone, I feel like it is just proper. It is proper, and it just shows basic, home training, right? Be appreciative. Say thank you. They always tell you, say thank you. That kind of thing. Just say thank you, be happy. But at the same time, a meaningful gift goes beyond just, oh, I saw this thing and take it. I'm gifting you something, so you have to be appreciative. You have to like it. Something like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you like the shoe,
if you like the shoe,
no, not me. You.
Okay.
I get you or somebody a nice shoe.
Yeah.
They like the shoe. You actually see the shoe. You like the shoe. But you have other problems. You have greater challenges.
Yeah. The person won't appreciate the shoe as much as the solution to said problems.
Yes, but I don't know those problems. I like the shoe. I like the person likes the shoe. I've gotten them.
Yeah.
They should appreciate the shoe. It's just that simple.
They'll be happy. It's a nice shoe.
Yeah, it's just that simple. Yeah, that's still a meaningful gift.
Yeah.
Because I did not just pick something from the street and give it to you. Yes. It's something that you ended up liking.
Yeah.
It's just that there's something else that you would have preferred. Yeah, but you ended up liking that shoe. That means I put some thought into it. I know what you like. I know your preferences.
Yeah.
I know the color you like. I know the style you like. Yeah. So I put some thought into it. It should still be meaningful. It should still be categorized as a meaningful gift. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, we cannot come to a sentence.
I really can't agree with you on that one, honestly. Like, yeah, sure, a meaningful gift. It's a gift, obviously, it's a gift. But a meaningful one, I wouldn't really say so. Like, a meaningful gift goes beyond, oh, I see this thing, it's nice, Yeah, obviously, you get someone like a really nice pair of shoes, the person likes it, but there's no way the person would appreciate that shoe than a solution to their actual problems. Yes, they can say, oh, thank you, it's really nice, thank you a lot, but there's no way, even if their solution was, I don't know, something generally basic.
Yeah.
There's no way the person would appreciate the shoes as much as a solution to their problem.
Yes, of course. I'm not saying that they should be overly appreciative just because I got them a gift. Yeah, but just basic, appreciation. Oh, thank you. Not, oh, I'd rather you get this for me.
Okay,
that's just what I'm trying to say.
That is fair.
Yeah. If there are, I know of several circumstances where one person wants to give somebody else something, and the person says, oh no, I'd rather you get this for me. And now I'm no longer getting you something. You asked me to get me. You asked me to get you something. Yeah, so it's different. And some people might not want to do that anymore. They might not even bother giving you anything at all. Just from, I want to get you this. No, don't get me that. Get me this.
Okay.
Yeah, the person might just lose the interest of gifting you altogether.
Like I said, if the gift isn't like directly detrimental to you as a being, like I feel like you should at least appreciate to a certain degree, right? For example, you want to get someone chocolate cake, and the person is allergic to chocolates. The person can tell you, no, don't get me this. Get me this instead. Or just something like that. But if the gift isn't directly like detrimental to your health, let's say you want to get someone a wig, like 12 inches or something, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, no, don't give me 12 inches, get me 15.
Yeah.
That's
okay. There's also that angle. There's also that angle. Yeah.
So there are different ways to look at it, I guess.
Yeah.
And there's no way you would have gotten the person like 12 inches hair, for example, and they wouldn't appreciate it, I guess. Well,
like it depends on, I think, class. Within class, yeah. This is like class. Say, for example, let's just give an instance.
Yeah.
Hand-me-downs from like aunties and uncles. Yeah. An auntie will come and say, my daughter, which is their brother or sister's child now,
their niece.
Yeah. I used to wear this.
Okay.
Or my daughter that has grown up now used to wear this. Come and take. Now, the niece now or nephew might not like those clothes.
Okay.
They might just be, they prefer branded, brand new clothes. They don't like, but anybody with, home training would say, "Thank you, ma."
Yeah, of course.
And go and dump the clothes somewhere else.
I'd rather you do that.
Yes.
I'd rather do that.
Yeah, so that's it. So if someone is getting you a gift that is not that you would probably not wear, you know, you still say thank you.
Of course, like appreciation
but
is very much
appreciation
needed.
doesn't necessarily mean you must use or you must wear or you must
like
utilize. Yeah. You must, yeah.
Okay, wait.
That's
Okay.
it.
Hold on. Would you rather be gifted something you actually like? Yeah, or anything random. Like what we've been saying, like, yeah, a gift, you can just get someone a gift, right?
Yeah.
So would you rather be gifted something you actually like, something you actually would care about? Yeah, like you tell them, like, okay, I would want to be gifted this, or you would just want something random?
Good you asked that. I'm just going to tell you a little story. When it's close to my birthday, I usually used to have like a list of items that I would want people to gift me.
Okay.
You know?
Really?
Yeah, I used to. That was in the past.
Okay. How fast are we talking?
Like, 10 years.
Okay.
Maybe more.
Okay.
Like I had this list and I was sending to everybody that I've gifted something on their birthday.
Oh, as a payback?
No, not as a payback. As, if you want to get me something.
Okay.
If you want to get me something, this is the list. And I let people do that.
Okay.
And that's also not being appreciative,
Yeah.
You give somebody a list. If you want to give them something, pick something from here. Yeah. So I used to do that, send the list.
I've really never been a fan of that.
No, like it was really, really close people though. Family, etc.
Yeah, no, I get it. And I understand the concept you're talking about. And I feel like people nowadays really abuse that whole thing.
No, not necessarily. Yeah. They send you a list in case you want to get something for them.
Some people feel entitled to it. You have never seen people be as egocentric as when it's their birthday. Like, oh my god, I had this friend.
Wait. I'm not saying my list was forced on them. You must get me one of these.
Okay, so to give you an idea.
Yeah, to give you an idea.
You will.
If you want to.
Yeah.
You could like pick from like
pick
from this, and I think that people also do it like in baby showers, baby shower. There's a list of items pick any
baby showers, like wedding,
etc. So
in certain instances, I guess a random gift wouldn't necessarily go well.
Let me finish my story.
Okay.
So, I sent this list. These are the kind of things that I like, and more than on more than one occasion, on more than one birthday occasions, I didn't get any gifts from my list. And at first, it wasn't getting to me, The first year I sent out the list, I didn't get any gift at all.
Okay.
The second time, I didn't get any gift at all. The third time, I didn't get any gift at all. And then, at a particular birthday occasion, I sent the list out again, and somebody that I didn't send the list got me something entirely out of the list.
Okay.
And, on receiving the gift, I was like, thank you. No, there was not any overly enthusiastic appreciation.
Yeah.
But thinking back on it later, I was like, wow, I really appreciated that gift because the person went out of their way to get me something. And the people that I thought would get me something didn't even bother. Yeah. So to answer your question, to answer your question, it doesn't really matter if it's something you want,
as far as somebody
going out of your way.
Me personally, anyone who gets me a gift, I have never appreciated anything more than that.
Yeah.
And it's always been very, very little things.
Yeah.
Very, very little things. I was working closely with a colleague of mine, and their little kids really liked me, right? And it was close to my birthday, and the colleague in question offhandedly mentioned it, like, "Oh, happy birthday."
Yeah.
Right? And the kids heard that, right? And the next time I come to their place, they got me a gift. Guess what they got me?
What?
They got me a rock.
A rock.
They got me a rock. That rock is still in my cupboard till today.
You're kidding.
It's still in my cupboard till they got me if you go out of your way to get me something, I typically am so very, very like, wow, you actually got me something. I don't typically receive birthday gifts or anything, honestly.
Your story now is, your story now is confirming what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, your story now is supporting what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A rug is of zero value to you.
No, it's
of zero value to you.
because I had problems.
I mean, you would prefer their biscuits or a lollipop.
I would not.
You would.
I would not.
You would lick the lollipop.
I would.
And you would appreciate it, and you would like it more. Not appreciate it. You would like it more than the rock. But you appreciated the rock. You kept it to today.
I still have that rock.
So that's a meaningful gift, even if it was of zero value.
It's not. It's
so
not.
You have supported my statement.
It's not meaningful. It's not. It's a bloody rock. It's not meaningful. But I attribute value to it.
No,
I attribute value to it because, like, these random kids. Well, they're not random, but these kids, right, went out of their way. Like, obviously, they're basically babies, right? Obviously, they can't go out of their way to like buy something.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So, but they both like agreed and were like, okay, yeah, this our uncle. Let's get him something. And they got me this. And I'm like, damn, that's amazing. Like, obviously, for me personally, my experiences are not standards, obviously, because I don't generally receive gifts. Yeah. So, honestly, if anyone were to get me anything at all, even if it doesn't directly solve a problem I have, I would be very appreciated. Yeah. But I'm talking about in a general sense. Yeah. In a general sense, like a meaningful gift, a gift that actually means something, goes beyond just saying something that, oh, let me get this person something just offhandedly. Yes, that qualifies as a gift and you should be appreciated for it. But like a meaningful gift, a gift that holds that brings actual value or meaning to someone. It goes beyond the somewhat brain dead, thinking that it takes to, oh, I saw this and I thought about you.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess, I'll say we are almost on the same page.
I guess.
We're almost on the same page.
I guess.
So just to wrap up, I'd like to tell our viewers out there that, if there's anybody out there that's gifted you something, I think you should be appreciative of whatever it is they gifted you.
Yeah, yeah.
And if it comes to mind to gift me a $10 million watch, just check the description for my address, for my details. For my contact details, in case you want to reach out to me personally.
No, I mean, like, for the gifters out there, right?
Yeah.
It's easy to just give a low effort gift. For example, you're in a relationship with a girl, obviously, and you're like, oh, she's a girl,
not
right?
Obviously.
What do you mean not obviously?
Not obviously.
Let's not. That's a conversation for a whole different conversation for another day, or whatever. So you want to gift a girl something. It's easy to be like, oh, she's a girl. She likes wigs, bags, clothes, But that's low effort. What does she actually like? I was telling you about someone that loves sketching. She would love a notebook. Something that simple. That's where you hear something like, oh, he might not get me everything I want, but he's so thoughtful. Yeah, the thoughtful person that actually puts in some brain power into thinking, okay, what does this girl actually like? What does this person like? Like that kind of thing. So, yeah, it's
a well thought out gift would be better than a random expensive gift.
Yes.
Yeah, no matter how cheap the well thought out gift is, it'll be more appreciative than an expensive gift.
Of course.
Alright, guys. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell icon to get notified when we make new posts. See ya!
Alright, bye guys.